How long does it actually take to paint 87 Tomb King skeletons, including spearmen, archers, and cavalry, from this to this? Because if you're thinking about starting a Tomb King's army, this is what you're signing up for. These are the models from the starter set, and I tracked my entire process from the first model to the last to see how manageable this is and how long it would actually take to paint these 87 models, including champions and banners. Let's get started. So the models were all primed white. Did this with spray primer outside. Took about 5 minutes, grand total of actual spray time. Had to do it over a couple days because it was so rainy here, but we got it done. Like I said, 5 minutes, 17 seconds. So our next thing we're going to do is hit everybody with Contrast Skeleton Horde. This is going to be our main lift here. So let's get started. All right, so roughly 42-ish minutes to do all the base coats for the Skeleton Horde. Our next paint we're going to use is Carrick Stone. This is going to be used for all of the wood. So the spears, the bow, and the banner poles. Also the back of all the shields. So let's get started. So all of the wood has been painted with Carrick Stone. Now we're just going to do an all-over dry brush of Tyrant Skull. This is going to go over all the skeleton and the Carrick Stone, really to kind of bring out that sun-bleached skeleton look. So with the dry brushing done, we're now actually just a little bit over a minute a model, which is actually pretty good. Our next step, we're going to do the bronze, which it's a two-part step, starting with good old Balthazar's Gold. And then we'll finish it up with a quick wash of thin down Black Templar. So now that our first stage of our bronze is done, we're just going to hit every piece of bronze with this thin down Black Templar. So I quickly wanted to pause here before we continue. Just point out something when I was doing this. I am trying to do, like I said, all the bronze. That includes these and the caps of the standards. I can't think of that word. But also the swords. When I do it, here, let me start the timer again. So when I do the swords, I come in here and I go here and I really try to leave this edge, because that now makes that sharp edge. And then, obviously I'll do the shield. And yes, I'm wiping this off, and I know some people are like, oh, you can use Nun oil. I need it a little darker. So again, doing the sword, trying to leave that cutting edge, so that I don't have to come back in and re-highlight it. And now, that looks pretty sharp. So let me just finish up these last few, and then also the fletching of the arrows. Just making those all black anyways, so might as well do this really quick. So for our next step, we're going to do all the eyes with Airman Blue. I do want to point out that there's 15 spearmen right here. These spearmen, after the eyes are done, they will be done as they have no leather, no wraps. And so they will actually be ready to go to basing. So, 2 hours and 37 minutes. We'll have 15 spearmen done. So at 2 hours and 53 minutes, we have these 15 spearmen done. Now, the next, if you see there's clear dividers, this set only needs leather, which is all going to be in a corn red to actually give it some color. So everybody's going to get leather, the red effects. It's going to go on all the bow tips, all the quiver backs, the shields. But once we're done. This whole section, this front section here, all the way from here forward, will be done. So hopefully we can look at about 3 hours, maybe 3 hours, 10 minutes. We'll have a bunch of models done. And there's all the red done. Now this batch of skeletons is done. There's nothing else to add to them. So they'll go off to the basing pile. Everybody else is going to get all the wraps. So all the wraps on their arms. And stuff is going to get hit with the Pallid Witch flesh. This is also going to be used in the banners to try to tidy up some of that white. And all of the champions' headdresses are going to do that because I'm going to use contrast flesh tears just to give them a slightly different look than the rest of the rank and flank guys. And the Pallid Witch flesh is done. I also, during that time, did them all on the shields. They have these little scraps of cloth attached to them. I had all those with the Pallid Witch flesh too. So our next step is we're going to come in, we're going to hit the banners and the champions with some flesh tears red. And then we're ready for our big reveal. Before we go with the grand reveal, and they're based, I wanted to just run the numbers. So grand total time, 4 hours, 44 minutes, 12 seconds. Now that's 284 minutes, which translates to about 3 minutes and 26 seconds per model. I would say that's pretty good. I'm actually very happy with that. I did do a couple additionals. I did add some freehand on the banners a little bit, just really these lower parts. It's just really dashes and stuff. Nothing fancy. Probably took less than 5 minutes. So I still say 3 minutes, 26 seconds per model is good. And now on to the reveal.